tonight, when the devil comes around. When the devil comes around. And I tell you, folks, he will absolutely take every opportunity. And I guess he tried to discourage a little bit today. You know, we went last night and had a wonderful service, just a wonderful time. I'll tell you, folks, the presence of the Lord was there. It was just, I'll tell you what, I got home, there wasn't a dry stitch on me nowhere. You wring me out. And I thought, man, this is so good. You know, tonight was just a wonderful night in the presence. So we're in chapter 4 of Matthew. And then today, you know, of course, I just still a little bit riding a little bit of a high there, I guess. And then I get a message about Adam Hill not being able to come. The devil says, see, I got you. You know, there you was expecting a mighty move and you know, and all this. And I said, that's okay. Because you're a liar, and I know who you are. And but we're going to look in chapter 4 where the devil came around and even approached Jesus. And came and began to present himself and began to throw all kinds of things his way. And we're going to look how Jesus handled this and an example for each and every one of us to follow. That when Satan comes around and he begins to throw whatever he's got our way. And this is just wonderful where Jesus confronted Satan himself. In verse 1 of chapter 4, the word says, then was Jesus led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungry. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written, oh, this is powerful. It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city, and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, and saith unto him, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. Jesus said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Again the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them. And saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then saith Jesus unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. Now let's look back here at the beginning of this. We've got Jesus who had been up in the wilderness, in the mountains. He had fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. Now I know some of you start thinking about mercy. Preacher, how in the world could somebody have gone 40 days and 40 nights without eating? It can be done. There are examples of people who have taken hunger strikes, okay? They refuse to eat for whatever purpose, whatever reason, and they've gone many, many days. Now, it takes a bite out of your body. There's really things that occur to you, and it is effective, an effect on your body by doing this, and they're weakened. So can you imagine? Here's Jesus who's been up praying and fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. Preacher, do you really believe he went that long? That's what the word says. I believe it. And he said he came down, and of course, what happens? Said he had fasted for all this time, and he was afterward hungry. That's an understatement, isn't it? You know, I know how it's been to been on a diet for about 2.5 months. And you know, and and I say this, and I joke about it, but you know, when you determine, you set your mind, you're going to do something, and you're going to go on a diet, and you determine you're going to lose a certain amount of pounds, and you finally got it, you know, I'm going to make this happen. I'm not going to give in 2 days and run through the drive-thru at Wendy's and get me a Frosty and a double cheeseburger. You got it, but you know what? You begin to absolutely crave things that you've not eaten forever. I mean, you'd just be sitting there in a chair and all of a sudden think, man, this would be great right now. I'd even tell